Hi,
Hi, can you hear us?
I can hear
Yeah.
you.
All right, I apologize. We lost power. So we're on my laptop. We lost power and the computer is taking its sweet time to restart. So I apologize for the delay. But we're gonna go on. We have four people here and Tara, you're online, so we have five.
Great.
All right, we'll call to order. I don't think Kate's on there, so I don't know.
She's not. She emailed me earlier today. So
Okay.
she wasn't able to make it.
So I was unfortunately on a work trip last time, but do you know everyone or would it be best for roll
Yeah,
call?
we
We just
could.
all go around.
Great.
Yeah, so I'm Ben Eckler, the chair.
Hi, is this meeting open to the public?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Thank you for letting us join you.
How you doing?
I'm well. My name's Eric.
My name's Eliza.
Welcome.
And I just mentioned, normally we have the TV on with the camera, but we lost power and it's powering up, and so we have the Zoom on right here. So
No problem.
No problem. And we're just taking roll. I'm Ben.
Doug Milford. Mike Johnson. Andrew Clapper.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys. Thank you.
And I'm James Boyd, the Parks and Rec Director.
Okay.
And then we've got Tara and Councilwoman Alexander on the.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then first order of business, approval of the October 2024 minutes.
Motion to approve.
So I did have a correction that I sent to Kate, because I wasn't at the meeting yet, I was quoted, and I just said, you can delete that.
Yeah.
So I would approve, subject to just deleting that one line, but I wasn't there, so.
Okay. I always forget the procedure if we have to first decline the first motion or if we, well, I think it's just we say, let's approve with that amendment.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah. So I'll make that motion. And then do we have a second?
Second that motion.
Perfect. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? And did the folks on the computer or online catch that?
Yes, I said I, but I
Okay.
think I was on mute. Sorry.
Okay. All right, and then next is visitor comments. Do we have any pre-submitted ones?
We do not.
Okay, then you're up.
What are we doing here?
I'm here to complete my citizenship and the community merit badge. So to do that, I have to attend a meeting for my city, town, or council. This is my city, so I decided to come here.
Okay.
And
Welcome.
I just have to listen to you guys, and then if one of you like expresses an issue, then I have to listen to both sides, and then like I have to write down what I do.
Okay, great, excellent.
Thanks for having us.
While you're here. Okay, and no other visitors online, I don't think.
Okay.
All right, then old business. Says we don't have any. Yeah, sorry, that's just unusual. So I was just pausing there for a second. Okay, well, no old business, no new business. We can go to liaison reports. Councilwoman Alexander. I think you're up first.
Okay, well, the biggest thing I would like to remind you of is we are in our budget season now. We're starting to work on the annual budget, and our April 1st meeting will be the opportunity for the various boards and commissions to present their annual plans to the city council. So I think that you guys are looking at yours tonight. You're finishing your annual, well, basically where you're recapping what you did last year and then what you plan or anticipate doing for this year. And that's going to be presented. Those things are going to be presented to by boards and commissions to the council on April 1st. So I would just like to remind and request that if you can make sure that you have at least one person there to speak to your annual plan.
Perfect.
And that's it for me.
Do you know what time exactly,
7:30.
7:30? Okay.
Tuesday night.
I did it last year, but other folks are.
I know there's a band event that evening, but
Okay.
I'm on my calendar.
Sounds good.
I can be your backup if there's any question, that night is free on my calendar,
Awesome.
so I can do it if you need backup.
Thank you.
And we were gonna get together after the meeting to go over some stuff too. So.
All right, any other questions? Nothing? Okay. Director Boyd, you're up.
Alright. And again, I apologize. I'll move this so I can, couple of highlights. We have, a lot of our summer jobs got posted, last week. So we're in the thick of, hiring camp counselors, concession workers, and swim instructors and park seasonal. So we're actually going to do a career fair, next Tuesday and Thursday here at the rec complex. So we'll see advertisements going out for that. They already have. So we're hoping to get a lot of kids on spring break, is next week. So we're hoping to get a lot of, people coming out for that. So I'll spread the word, because summer is right around the corner. With that, camp numbers, we're right at 600 kids already. We opened registration on February 1st. And that's all of our camps, Camp Weebajee, specialty camps. So we're right at 600 kids, which is really good. I like getting the kids in early, and we can prepare for the summer staff needs. Swim team, all swim lessons and everything. We're a little over 90 kids, so that's really good. And that'll come as everybody's getting hyped up for the opening of the water park and scheduled to open Memorial weekend. Ice rink shut down was this past week or last Monday, so we're in the process of starting construction on that and scheduled to open mid-August.
What's the minimum age for hiring?
16.
16.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we scheduled it because spring break is next week, so we're hoping to get some kids out. We have some word out in the schools and things like that. So yeah.
Or application levels about what you're expecting at this point.
As of now, yeah, we've had them coming in pretty regularly and posted on socials and on our sign out front. So
Does that mean you won't give somebody a job who's done their lifeguarding certificate that's not like 16 yet?
so the lifeguard is hired. We don't hire the lifeguards
Oh,
here.
yeah, through Midwest.
Yes,
Okay.
correct. Yeah,
Thank you.
no problem. Good question.
Is the current, closure for the ice rink, the project they're talking about, the big $4 million, I believe is the budget
Yes.
project?
Yes.
So this is finished by August, though?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
fantastic.
That's the heating coils and
everything. Yeah,
Slab
they're.
replacement.
We got the boards out. They'll be removing concrete and digging down and leveling and doing the whole 9 yards. So it's gonna be really nice to have it done. We're doing some painting, new stadium seating. So it's gonna be nice. We're excited about it.
We're still on schedule on this.
Yes, sir.
And out here?
Yep.
What's the date again?
For
The pool.
opening the Memorial Day weekend. Yeah.
So
Which will
that
be,
hasn't
which will be
changed,
here
but-
before you know. Yeah, that hasn't changed. Yeah.
They may hand over your keys the
Yeah.
day before that, but,
We'll be good. We're getting a lot of stuff. Our FF&E's list. We're ordering a lot of stuff and storing it in the ice rink lobby. So staff, we've been extremely busy. And I said today in the meeting at City Hall, the Amazon truck is constantly here. So we're prepping for that because that's going to be here right around the corner. But we're excited for it. It'll be fun.
Other Prop W. Since the ice rink did have that unexpected cost, any more discussion or mention of how things are going to be reprioritized or reshuffling?
We're in the process of that right now.
But no public input or?
We will be having public input and more to come on that, but I can keep you guys all updated on that as I get information for it.
Got it.
So right now, the only funded projects from Prop W are the pool and the lease room, right?
I can get back with you on that. I can find out from Scott and get an update and I can send it out to y'all.
I thought some of the Ivory Crockett stuff was already approved to
New
start.
restroom.
Something,
Yeah,
the splash
splash
pad,
pad,
and some of that. I honestly, I don't remember how
That
quickly that
sounds
was
right.
right.
Yeah, and I can look, and I can get back with you guys tomorrow. I can send out an email to everyone, and get update. And again, I'm still learning all the schedules.
Absolutely.
There's so much going on right now with the Prop W just alone. So, I'm still trying to get my head wrapped around all that, but.
Yeah, Scott had a spreadsheet. I don't remember the contents
Yeah,
exactly,
we've
but
all
it sort
seen that, yeah.
of had a bunch of the projects. I don't know if it had the ones that were funded and.
Honestly, I bet that probably has our answer on it.
I'm sure, yeah, and I can, find that out and I can send it out tomorrow for sure.
Outside of the rec complex parks, any significant updates on, I guess, on any of the parks?
No, none that I'm aware.
I have a question that you
Yeah.
may not, I guess going back, has anybody been to, Hagen House? Remember the fountain?
Yeah, oh, yeah,
We had ordered the new fountain for that
yeah,
or something.
I
the
think
water
there was
feature
gonna-
was.
Yeah.
That was
The
That's
pump.
the pump action one. You get,
Yeah.
you think that's, okay,
The new
fantastic.
pump has been-
I remember we talked about it, I knew it was approved and started, and we never, I don't remember Scott ever saying, that's done.
I do
fantastic."
know that.
I have a pump.
Okay,
Yeah, I
fantastic.
pumped it. It's an industrial strength.
Bring the kids over there and check that out,
Yeah,
because we haven't been there since before that.
And then in the past, we've volunteered for, any opportunities
yeah,
that if you like park cleanups and things
Okay.
like that, if you do
sure.
need some help in certain areas, I
Yeah.
know a few of us have offered that.
No, it's good to know. I'll keep that in mind for sure. We were fortunate. We didn't have a lot of damage with the storm coming through, which was, we're really lucky, but so. Good. Blessing.
And then the July 4th parade, I know Scott said they may have changed like the starting point, or they were considering that a few months ago.
Everything's gonna be the same.
Everything's gonna be the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
The layout and everything. So, that was all finalized. The parade route will be the same, so.
Yeah, I think there was some bad debate, but there was certainly opinions on both sides, yeah.
Yeah, we are gonna be doing a road race, 5K, on the parade route prior to the start of the parade. And that's where we might see too. It's going to, we're in the kind of the planning phases of it. Excuse me, but it'll start, prior to the parade and all the runners will be off. I can get some routes and stuff to you all just to, but as I said, we're kind of in the early process of the planning stages for that, but we're going to keep it small for the first year just to, because the parade obviously is the number one priority. But we're excited about that, and it's going to hopefully draw some people and be exciting for the runners just to run on that parade route with thousands and thousands of people cheering them on. So it'll be pretty cool.
The school's got a pretty decent running program, so I'm
Yeah.
sure they'd love to
Yeah,
have
That's a
some of
good
their
point,
students
yeah.
involved and,
Yeah.
at least participating,
yeah,
I'm sure.
that's a really good point. I was a distance runner in college, but that was forever ago. I feel like, yeah, I still,
Figuring it out there and seeing people.
I jog, I don't run, I jog.
Yeah, that whole, they're crazy, that winter frost series they run.
Yeah, frostbite, yeah.
Yeah, and that does not look fun to me, but you
No, that's
You
not
do you.
something-
It's either you love it or you don't, and I just got word the two things that the main things that are fun right now are the ice rink and the water park.
Okay.
Okay. All right, well. Anything else? That covered from,
Covers it from Parks and Recreation side.
if there's nothing else, I guess we can move on to setting the next meeting. Okay. Yeah.
I did want to bring up, the as I said, my first day was my first meeting, and when we didn't have enough people show up to form a quorum. Has it been brought up in the past or anything as far as like if I were to say like on Fridays, I'm gonna have the agenda sent out the Monday prior to the meeting every other month to do like an RSVP, like if I send an email out Friday morning or mid-morning and then have an RSVP by Monday end of day. And then I could send an email out if I don't hear back from 5 people to form the quorum, just to kind of help with everybody's time. And
Yeah, I think that's probably better than
It
let me know
does.
if they're not gonna be here, cause
Yeah.
you get a tendency to people
Yeah.
not respond
Okay,
and then not show up, so
Okay.
I would certainly be all for it.
And I think Friday is good,
Giving you a yes.
because I think before it would go out maybe like Monday or Tuesday.
okay.
And I think folks were just
Quick,
like, oh,
yeah.
yeah, I'm not checking my.
So I could do that. Our next meeting scheduled for May 28th at 7 o'clock. So that Friday prior, I'll send an email out to everyone and just RSVP by the end of day Monday. And if I get 5, and then I'll do a follow-up either Monday night or Tuesday morning. But to go or cancel.
That's good, yeah. Since that, is that Memorial Day weekend? No. Or that is?
No, it's
Week
Weekend after.
yeah, we did
Okay.
after.
So then,
It's actually,
The Wednesday.
where I was wrong, it's
Yeah,
it's
the Wednesday after.
It's the Wednesday after Memorial Day. When Memorial Day this
Monday.
year is the 26th.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it seems later.
so I guess that was my question is, would there be a need to meet before the pool is
We
open?
perfectly can. We can move it earlier.
Yeah, I'm just thinking in the past, sometimes Scott has adjusted the date just in case there's something big and we
Sure.
might need to be prepped for it. I don't know how folks feel about that.
I certainly don't wanna take up any of your time a week before this
That's the-
pool
that's
opens
the-
either.
That's the.
Right.
So,
We'll
you
be
know,
busy for sure.
you're gonna be busy. I'm not sure how much help we would be. So I think the Wednesday following fits as long as, you can't think of any reason why we need to be
You
here.
can always call a snap meeting though.
Yeah.
Sure.
Makes sense. Just checking.
So I would think the 28th
That works.
works.
Stick with that.
Stick with the 28th.
Then, I don't remember, I think we made a motion. I'll make a motion to set it for the 28th at 7.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, it passes. And then, yeah, all motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
No, hold on just
No,
one
no.
second. You know what, guys? I'm so sorry. The
Yeah.
wind, I don't know what it was, just blew my power out. My computer went off and it came back on. But you know what I did want to remind, I wanted to remind you, the person that is the part of the community with the Chamber of Commerce, that is April 25th. And the individual that is being the council, we were presented with about 4 different candidates, and the one that we selected, oh my gosh, I can't remember the guy's name, but he was actually instrumental in getting a really big turnout for the Parks and Rec bond. He was, I think he's maybe one of the coaches with the school, or he's
Oh, the hockey coach?
the hockey coach.
Yeah.
Yes. And so he was selected for the Heart of the Community. And so he'll be receiving an award that night, April 25th. I don't know if you guys receive any information about the Heart of the Community and all the event, or if you're interested in going. Do you receive information directly from the Chamber of Commerce for that?
Think so.
Not personally, no.
No. If you're interested, I will reach out. I'll ask Marie, I'll ask Tiara, who was in the office, to if we can get you information if you're interested in that, because he was just, the gentleman was just extremely instrumental in getting a good turnout for the vote and for support for the bond issue that helped to result in the funds that, we are able to get for the Parks and Recreation bond. So I did forgot I needed to tell you that. Wanted to tell you.
Okay.
So what I'll do is, I will ask Tiara to send an email and to just find out exactly what needs to be done, because we just got the information. I just got it last night. So, but to see what's necessary in case you guys are interested in attending that event and supporting them, and just to, or even if you just want to reach out and, congratulate him. I'll get the information and the contact information for him for you in case you just would like to do that.
Awesome. And I'll motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I,
All opposed? Meeting adjourned.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
See ya.
For coming, thanks for having us.
My son actually just did the arrow on the light.
Oh, excellent.